What is up, guys? This is Rattler here from Brothers in Games, and today I'm gonna talk about something that I haven't talked about before because it's really not a great subject, because people's minds about that are divided, and that's video game piracy and whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing. You know, a lot of people will tell you that it's a good thing because they get games for free, and a lot of people will tell you that it's a bad thing because those developers have to feed their families. Now, piracy is usually not a good thing, but when it comes to video games, it's a completely different thing, because video game piracy is something that you can actually do and not be an asshole when you do it. I personally, and that's my opinion, don't find piracy as a bad thing, because here's what I do and here's what a lot of people what a lot of other people do. However, most people that download pirated things don't do. I download a game off of Pirate Bay or Kick-Ass Torrents or whatever. I see if it's good, if I like it, and if I like it, I buy the game. And I have a lot of games on Steam that I actually bought, that I actually downloaded off of Pirate Bay, played them for a while, loved them so much that I actually bought them on Steam and have 0 minutes of playtime, just because I wanted to support the developers and I wanted to buy the game and show my support. Now, here's the deal. That's okay when it comes to big games, when it comes to big developers. When it comes to indie developers, they really don't get nothing out of that, usually, because indie developers really make great games. Some of them really make great games, but those games are short, and when you download them off of Pirate Bay, you actually don't get the chance to try the game and play it for a few hours, because those few hours take to actually, beat the game, and then you have no reason to actually buy the game. And that's really bad when it comes to indie developers, because indie developers don't have a lot of money, and they don't really earn a lot of money from those games, because most indie developers go to Greenlight. They place a game on Greenlight. The license for Greenlight actually costs $100, so they spend $100 for that. They spend a lot more money making the game. So let's say they spend I don't know, $1,000 for making the game, and most of them actually spend more. Then they put it on Steam Greenlight. Steam greenlights that game. It releases that game, but not a lot of people actually know that it exists, mostly because those developers don't have money for marketing. So if the game is actually good, it goes on the top 100 list at Pirate Bay. People download it and nobody ever buys it. 50 people buy it, but that's not even nearly enough for them to actually cover all the expenses they spent on making the game, because they don't sell games for $60. They sell games for $5, $10, $15 at most. So, and of those $15, Steam takes a big chunk out of that, so they don't really get a lot of money from those games. And I think that indie developers are the guys who actually suffer from piracy. However, when it comes to big developers, they don't suffer, and they don't lose a lot of money. They do lose a lot of money. They lose a lot more money than indie developers, don't get me wrong, but they earn a shit ton of money with every one of their games, so they don't really have a lot to lose. I haven't heard a lot that big developers don't get profitable games, because usually those games, even if they're not good, they sell incredibly well. I mean, Call of Duty, which I personally don't think that it was good since like 2011. I think that Call of Duty is not that great of a game, yet it sells constantly so much. It always gets so many sold copies, even though that even though it's basically a repeated version of last year, and I don't want to talk about Call of Duty in this video, I want to talk about piracy. So, you know, people who actually download Call of Duty, as an example, Call of Duty from Pirate Bay, see if it's good, and then they buy it so they can play multiplayer or whatever. And that's completely okay. Now, yeah, guys, post your opinions about piracy in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked, subscribed, and of course made a comment in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.